Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and it's Saturday, the 2nd of April, 2022, and this is the weekly technical analysis for Euro, the cable, and the Aussie dollar for the first week of April. Let's kick off with the Euro, where it is attempted to climb up higher during the first half of the week, and after finding support from this support zone. But then after hitting the resistance and the daily 55 EMA, it has pulled back lower. So this is still a valid support at the 138 fib, and I think we can remove this support zone at the 109.00. So this one here at the 110, let's make it a solid line here. Let's clear this. Resistance has moved up, and that's in the 112.00 area, along with the 78.6 fib. So that's right at the resistance zone up here now. And if we look back, this magenta line, that was the previous swing low. So that is also acting as a resistance after climbing up to test that area. Didn't quite reach the 00 level and pull back lower. So this week there could be an opportunity to retest at least this swing low, and not sure if it's able to retest at this level again. But if it's not quite exactly in a channel. So we've got we have this support rising trend line. Let's make it a bit bigger here. And another one on top. Okay. And we can add another 00 line here at the 111. All right, so it's not exactly a clean channel, but yeah, we can still join the upper and lower wicks together. Let's move this slightly away. Okay, so we can either change this fib. We can take the whole swing move now, and this retracement back up to the 50 fib already. So we can update this fib to this swing. We can even have a lower swing low, which will align with this previous swing low from months back, and right at the 62 fib retracement. That is also possible, and we flip this over, we can see the retracement levels. From this swing high, because that's the last move before it fell. All right, and you can find support slightly lower here from these lows. Just above the 21 pip retracement. So this fib is also possible, because now after hitting the 62 fib retracement, it has dropped back lower down to the 38 fib. Okay, so this week there's only the ECB meeting minutes. The other news are all very minor, so that's the only major one. Even for the US, there's also no major news coming out. There is the FOMC meeting minutes as well, just hours or just a day before the ECB, but it shouldn't reveal anything new, since they've already presented it during their last announcements. Okay, so unfortunately, it's just trading in this range in the channel. So until it breaks out higher or breaks down, there's you have to stick to a range trading strategy. And let's also take a look at the US dollar index, the DXY. All right, here's the DXY, the US dollar index. And after spiking through this, attempting to climb up higher, it has dropped significantly on Tuesday and Wednesday right into the support zone, right to this 38 fib retracement of this swing move, and managed to find support and bounce back up to the 21 fib retracement. So it's managed to find support at this level here. So that's still going to be a significant area of support, along with this previous swing low, I guess. Let's see, it was a swing high up here, right, which aligned with the 38 fib. It did not drop lower down to the 50 fib. There's significant support zone here. And after spiking through out of this box, it was boxed in, consolidated for the previous week, and finally broke out higher, but only on the Monday, and quickly fell. So that was similar to, you will see in the dollar yen reaction as well. It did spike up higher and then fell lower. Let's move this further out here. It's the 99. Similar to this at the 98. This is definitely a key resistance up here. And for now, there is a lower resistance at the 99, coming down with this trend line here. Not sure whether it's going to be a channel here. Now Let's this here for now. And this intermediate resistance at the 99. Let's draw this one in. Okay. So unfortunately, it's trending slightly lower in a channel after breaking out of this box the previous week. And let's see if we need to remove some of these fibs here. Yeah, now we could leave this one here at the side. And just use these. Okay. So it looks like it's going to consolidate within this zone, within this channel. And there is 99 and 98 round figure levels to provide some guide. And until we start a new month, we'll see how that's going to behave for the rest of the new month. But for now, it's still a quite wide channel to trade in. And a clear support as well. All right. So let's head back to the other pairs. All right, let's move on to the cable, where it has drifted lower and retraced back lower to the support zone here. And that was after hitting this resistance the week before. So that is still a valid resistance level at the 133. So it's fallen back to the 131 level. And below that, that's the 130, which has not been threatened. Let's change this to a solid line. Right, and right up here as well, 135. Let's change that to solid line. Okay. So it started the week, it already fell to the 131 and struggled to find support and managed to climb up to retest this swing low. Now, if we update this fib and move this also similar to the EU, move this to the most recent swing lower, and you can see that it struggled to climb up to the 50 fib blocked by the 00 at 133 and fell back to the 131 and still around the 21 fib retracement. Let's flip this over. All right. So unfortunately, it's consolidating in this little zone here for the last, within this candle over the last week. Let's just draw this one in here as well. Right, it's boxed in there. So significant resistance up here at the 133 with the daily 55 coming down. It needs to either break out higher above the 132, then it can target that zone. Otherwise, if it drops, there is significant support from below. And already the 130.00 is the key support level. And there's no major news coming out this week as well. First week of the month, so we'll start to see what the likely early move is going to be next week. All right. So for now, it's consolidating in a fairly tight range, even for yesterday's non-farm payroll report for both euro and the cable is stuck in a very, very tight, narrow range. The non-farm payroll data, jobs added was only slightly worse than expected, but still a reasonable figure. So it didn't really move the needle here. Let's take a look on the weekly time frame. And yes, for the week, it's just retrace lower after the spinning top of the previous week. So let's see if there's any breakout for this coming week. All right, let's move on to the Aussie dollar. And after hitting the key resistance up here at the 162 fib extension, and within this resistance box here, it has maintained and not wanting to give up yet, and avoiding any significant pullback lower. It has not reached this support zone at the 138 fib, but it is boxed in as well in a fairly tight range. Likely waiting for this coming Tuesday's rate decision from the RBA, but unlikely to budge at the moment. So this lower support is not threatened at the moment. So it's still consolidating around the 75.00 figure. Next lower support is likely down at 74, but there is some support up here at the this wick at the 74.40 area. So let's draw another box area here. Okay. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. And it closed as a doji for the week. Just a pause at next week. It could start to retrace lower and turn down back to the 138 fib as support. That's where this wick comes from. There is potential support there as well. So on the daily time frame, that's where this wick is, and that's the support level. If that breaks, then this lower trend line is being threatened. Okay, and then if that breaks, then the next support is going to be at the 74.00. All right. So unfortunately, last week has been just a consolidation week, getting to the end of the quarter, end of the week, end of the month. So fairly quiet there. Let's hope that there's some trending moves starting next week in the new month. Meanwhile, do check out my other videos on spot gold and dollar yen. Have a safe week and a good trading week, and cheers for now.